and we're headed to Durango, Colorado.
But before we get there, tonight we are stopping in Williams, Arizona. We're going to stay in the oldest hotel in Arizona. This is going to be great. I heard it might be haunted.
Well, you want a fun fact?
Go ahead.
In 2020, we went to Durango with the ladies. I saw a video yesterday of Teresa saying, "Where's my Legend suspension?" So we're headed back there. We can't wait to see Trevor and all the people there. We're going to do a lot of stuff at the rally, but we got a little ways to get there first.
Let's get this party started.
What's up, champ? What are you doing down there?
Making a little shock adjustment. Kind of loaded down, got a passenger, so that's what I love about these Legends, on the fly.
All right, don't try and sell me anything. Just tell me what's going on.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, this is the first time the ladies have been on the bike since we did Philadelphia, and those weren't our bikes, so it's been a while. So I could feel they're getting a little antsy on the back of the bike, but we're here, rest stop, you know, more miles to cover.
Yep, made it to Barstow, starting to heat up, so we're stripping off layers. I think it's going to get up to 110 degrees through Baker and all that. So we're throwing on some arm sleeves. We're 100-something miles in, filling up gas, and on to the next stretch. Well, Laura's getting a little warm, so she's going to take off some leather, throw on some sleeves. I'm working on my tan on these incredibly white arms, and everyone else is hydrating.
Getting a little warm, 95, 96, maybe 110 when we get to Needle, so got to take care of the ladies.
Ladies, how was that last stretch?
It was pretty damn hot, but we are warriors, and
That's
we can
right.
do it.
Yes, it was hot, but bringing the Gatorade, cool clothes, it's all good.
Got up to what, 108?
I was
108, yeah, man. But we're warriors. We've been through this like 2 weeks ago. We're in 117, so this is nothing.
Yeah, it's funny. It really doesn't feel overly hot.
Well, I started off this morning exactly this way with a t-shirt. It was really chilly, and it felt great as the day progressed.
Yep.
Now it's hot, but I'm so used to the 117 that it's like this 107 felt, or 108. We can deal with it, but I'm looking forward to get up altitude.
I feel like I've heard that before. Jeez. Got a big old wrap.
And I won't care because I'm...
What you got, homie?
Well, we stopped doing sandwiches because it wasn't making the cut. We're doing steak, but this is actually a patty melt.
I mean, that's kind of a sandwich, but, you know. We got some burgers over here. What's going on?
You know what? When patty melts are on board, I always got to get a patty melt and check them out and see how they are in different places. It's kind of like my little go-to lunch stuff.
Yeah.
Laura's got like a good old burger, and got some beans.
Those beans look a little suspect.
They do. I'm looking at it. So.
And we copied Lance and got a patty melt.
All right.
What did you get?
I got a wrap. I showed him already. What'd you just say, Elsie? I think we need our dose of dad jokes, so
Well, if you're feeling down or whatever, if you need a dock, there's a couple right over there.
How many apples did you bring? I saw you eat one already today.
This is the second one today, and that's it.
Where do you keep your hat? How do you carry a cowboy hat? I could never guess what part of a motorcycle you keep it.
You can get a hat holster or put it right here.
Who would have guessed it would fit in a tour pack?
Yeah, I guess that.
This is just a forewarning. We're wearing black shirts because we want to. We know maybe it's a little bit hotter, but I have 37 black shirts in my closet and one white one. I brought it on this trip and I'm not wearing it today. LC is smart. He's wearing a white shirt.
White, black.
I would just like to say there's a hotel right over there.
Really?
And people could stay there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I see two ladies walking this way.
There are the ladies. It's time to hit the road. So the oldest hotel in
Arizona, northern Arizona, but we're going to find out when we go in there. But this is great. We're here. We've never stayed here. We're going to stay here tonight.
And what is here? Where are we? What hotel? What's it called?
The Grand Canyon Hotel, the oldest hotel in Arizona.
Hey.
So it's going to be a good time.
You guys have stayed here.
Yes.
We have stayed here.
So you kind of came, maybe it was 6 months, a year ago, and started walking the town and met the owner. They were redoing it, then you came back and stayed, right?
Yeah,
Something
yes.
like that?
Yes.
Came for 4th of July.
Yes, and we actually stayed in the room right up there, which is going to be Teresa and Galen's room, and I can't wait till they see it because it's kind of a cool room.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy dinner tonight.
You always buy dinner.
Okay. But what a great ride in. We had a little heat. You guys were
Melting.
and
That's why.
we got 110 at one point. I think my highest temp on the engine was like 258. But we weathered the storm. We're here early, so we get to enjoy the hotel. We get to enjoy the town. Tomorrow we're going to head out to Durango and hit the Four Corners Rally.
So we're going to unpack and she's going to show us to our rooms?
Yeah, let's check it out, and then we'll maybe do an interview with her.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's talk
a little
to her.
history.
Yeah, learn some history and have some
do
fun.
it.
The ladies are going to like it, we're going to like it, and then we might go to Red Raven for dinner.
School
Can you do that one more time?
Welcome to Land Live to the historic. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Good.
Welcome to the historic Grand Canyon Hotel, the oldest hotel in Arizona.
Thank you.
I do have your rooms ready, so I would love to take you upstairs and show you around.
Awesome. But later we also want to hear about the oldest hotel.
Yes.
You'll tell us?
It's the oldest functioning hotel. So there could have been one older, but it's not, standing anymore. So this one has been functioning.
We'll get into that.
Right this way. All right. So first, I have Lance and Laura's room. Yeah. So come on in.
In here.
Oh, lovely.
This is one of the lovely queen suites that overlooks 2nd Street. It's definitely lovely during the holidays because right there out your window during the holiday time is where we actually have the town Christmas tree.
Oh gosh.
So definitely one of the best rooms, and you have some view of the mountains right there.
Right.
Beautiful.
Just some little parts of Bill Williams. So
Thank you.
All right.
Teresa and Galen, this is your lovely suite. This is suite 15.
Now, I just want to say something. We stayed in here a month ago, or 4th of July, Laura and I, and this was a room that we were fortunate enough to stay in, and we want them to stay in it tonight so they can enjoy the same view. And
You're a nice guy, you know that?
well, they work hard. Let's go.
Super
Check it
kind.
out.
All right.
Oh wow, this is
Well, welcome to lovely suite 15. I'm sorry, I almost said 13. That's the next room. All right, so this has a nice foyer, as you see. It was small back then, and with the added bathroom that shares.
Is Josh staying
And
in
this
here
is
with us?
the king room. So this is a 2-room suite. This is the king room. The other one's the queen. Now, what's so special about this room? I feel like is you have the lovely view of Route 66 as well as the historic hotel sign right here.
Oh.
So, at night, it definitely looks really nice looking over the strip and seeing all the neon. So, and then this is the queen room. So this is just an atrium window. I'm not quite sure if the cowboys used to come through the windows and try to sunbathe back in the day, but it just kind of borders some other windows from other rooms. So at night, you do just want to close this, unless you want to put on a show.
Well,
What's going on?
Well, we have a special room that we asked them to save for Josh. And
Really?
Galen and I didn't want to tell you this, but you're in room 13, and now we're going to let her tell you why you're in room 13. We think you can handle it.
and what it's all about.
Yeah.
See it?
All right, so this is room 13, Josh. Before we walk in, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it.
I'm ready for it.
So you know most hotels don't have a room 13, right?
I do now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and do you know most hotels don't even have an elevator with a 13th floor? They'll skip it.
I've heard that.
Well, our hotel has a room 13. And our 13 is our haunted room. Yes, so you get to stay in the haunted suite, which actually has one of the best views because just like 15, it overlooks the strip, but also 2nd Street. So I recommend that you go in the corner bedroom over there. Now,
So I have 2 bedrooms in there.
you do have 2 bedrooms in there. So you can, jump on one. No, don't jump on one. But go on one bed and try out the other, see which one's better. But the reason why this is our haunted room, us locals, remember how I mentioned about the Christmas tree outside the window? Well, just like your room, it overlooks that area. Well, when this hotel sat vacant for 35 years, we used to see a little girl that would look down at the Christmas tree. But whatever here, I'll tell you, is friendly.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll like to mess with you a little bit, and especially in room 13, even last week, it just wouldn't let me in the room. It would unlock and open. So just if that happens, just say, hey,
Just
let
give
me
a
in.
shout.
Yep, and then they'll open the door.
All right.
Okay? All right. I'm
let
here,
us
so
in.
they let me run.
We have totally not creepy pictures of young children in here, such as a baby with glowing eyes. Everybody loves that.
It's just a little bit of history that was, left in this hotel
Yeah,
of people
awesome.
that are from this town. So.
Well, let's see what's in here.
And this is the window she used to look out, especially even that one over there.
Ooh.
This is my favorite room just because you have the view of Bill Williams Mountain right there, as well as the strip.
I love it.
And so at night it really does have a nice view.
Yes,
So
this is awesome.
if you guys want to show them what the strip looks like at night later on and maybe do another walk through the rooms, I highly recommend it because it is something special.
just one candlestick?
So that's just in case if you have to knock it out. No, just kidding. No, that's just part of the decoration. So back then, they didn't have lights, so they had to walk around with candles.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool.
We are in Williams, Arizona, which is the gateway to the Grand Canyon at the historic Grand Canyon Hotel, the oldest hotel in Arizona. My name is Brittany. I grew up in Arizona. I moved to the sweet town of Williams a couple years back, but I did spend most of my childhood up here on weekends. And it wasn't until during the pandemic that I decided to move my family up here. The historic Grand Canyon Hotel was built by one of our founders, C.E. Boyce, back in 1891, and it went into service in 1892. The reason it's the oldest hotel is there is no other functioning hotel still in service in Arizona as old as this one. This hotel was built in 1891 and it went into service in 1892. Now, Williams' tenure before 1891 is when it actually was founded. Today, we are in the library of the historic Grand Canyon Hotel. This is one of my favorite rooms. It does have a lot of artifacts left in this hotel from way back when. We actually even have a letter on the wall from 1895 that we found in the hotel that's above our gorgeous desk here in the library. Our guests are welcome to use this room. We have games in this room. A lot of guests will enjoy a glass of wine and sit back and read a lot of the historic books that have been left behind. Well, really, the historic Grand Canyon Hotel is unique because it has such a rich history. The Vanderbilt stayed here. The King of Sion, which I believe is in Thailand, stayed here. Clark Gable stayed here. Really, in the 20s, it was a huge stop for celebrities back then. Williams is a railroad town and trading town. So when the railroad came through, this was a spot for the railroad workers to stay. Way back when, they originally would bring people by horse and carriage up to the Grand Canyon. So imagine if it's an hour 15-minute drive, right? Up the gorgeous 64, that scenic drive. Imagine how many days that took them by horse and carriage. So really, it was the gem of the town and really brought people to start traveling to the Grand Canyon. In 1984, we were bypassed, right? We were the last town to be bypassed on Route 66. And we still hold on rich to that Route 66 history. If you know of the Disney movie Cars, that Disney movie was actually written based on Seligman, Williams, and Winslow. One of the reasons why, if you travel through Seligman or Winslow compared to Williams, of why we're not struggling as much as like the Cars movie has shown, is because a family did buy the Grand Canyon Railway and was able to bring travelers up to the Grand Canyon by the railway. And you can actually just buy tickets to the train and stay with us and be able to experience your route up to the Grand Canyon. And so it really brought travelers back to our town, because let me tell you, all the way up until the early 90s, Williams was a ghost town. And it wasn't until we got that back, we were able to bring travelers back and remind them of what Route 66 is all about. We have amazing shops here in town. We have a gallery that's actually in the corner of the hotel with all local artists. And we are very much about supporting local businesses. A lot of the businesses you will see in town, almost all of them are owned by local families. And you can be part of that Route 66 with the neon signs and everything. So we have a historical society that really does a great job making sure that, on our building, that is real neon. We can't use LEDs. You're gonna really experience what it was like back then. We have 2 historic bars in town, the Sultana and the Canyon Club, which I highly recommend. And that's just catty corner to the hotel. Walking distance, everything in our town down our whole Route 66. You can walk it, you can enjoy it. We have many shops like the Citivan. That's where I get a lot of my gear. That actually, all the proceeds go to a local special needs camp in town. We love the sort of shops that we have here and where the money goes in our community. I think we have a lot to offer in this town. Well, Jonathan and Sarah, they're the owners, and they have done an amazing job on this hotel. Before they owned it, it wasn't anything like what you're seeing right now. I would say it has a feel from even the 1920s. They renovated, did fresh paint, brought back everything to life. And we have 21 rooms. We're working on renovating the last room, room 22. They've really done an amazing job. They bought bathrooms to every single room. When the old owners, before Jonathan and Sarah, they had to share bathrooms, right? Kind of a hostile vibe. They really brought a sense of historic charm back into the rooms. There's antique furniture, but with a sense of modern. People should stay at the historic Grand Canyon Hotel because it is a rich part of history. It's very rare to have a hotel as old as this one is and be part of that history, experience the history. If you're ever in Williams, Arizona, make sure you come stay with us at the historic Grand Canyon Hotel on the corner of 2nd Street and Route 66. You can't miss us, and it's right in the center of town. And of course, 2 Lane Life has stayed here. These celebrities are up in here just like the other celebrities way back when in the day. And one more thing, as you can see, we do have the original flooring in this hotel. And the reason why we decided not to refinish it or change anything of it is because it shows the rich history of this hotel. Now, the Vanderbilts walked on it, the Rockefellers walked on it, and even Clark Gable himself. So these scratches, it definitely tells a story.
Okay, so wait.
So that history was something. Lance, you can cheers with water if you want. Cheers, everyone. We are at the
Red Raven, where we've been several times, but it's a really good meal, so that's what we're doing tonight.
I've never been to Williams. I've never been here. This is so cool.
So people didn't seem to be that into the sandwich game, but they're really into the steak game because on our last trip we had like 20 steaks in 20 days. So I'm having a medium rare ribeye. LC, what are you having?
Medium rare ribeye.
Galen?
Medium rare New York.
All right.
Zucchini, little roasted potatoes. And I've tried it already. Great. Ladies,
Teresa, that looks good.
Roasted pork tenderloin with mashed potatoes and tempura broccolini.
What is that?
I've got the same thing. Pork tenderloin with a little applesauce, pork chops and applesauce, and garlic potatoes and some asparagus. Upcharge, of course.
You know what's really good to start with?
What's that?
Always start with the fat.
We'll let you know how it was. Who do we run into?
Cesar
from Spain, and
From
we're in
Spain.
Williams, Arizona. We have a fan from Spain here. This is awesome.
We're out here with the neon lights. You're visiting from Spain.
Yes, that's
You're
right.
going to Grand Canyon?
I came from Grand Canyon
Okay.
today. Yes.
Wonderful. How did you like it?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's amazing.
So
It's
beautiful.
just crazy.
Are you
Yes.
on a motorcycle?
No, I did the Route 66 2 years ago
Nice.
with 3 of my friends. And now I came here to visit Los Angeles, San Francisco, Vegas, Bryce Canyon, Grand Canyon.
Nice.
All around the area.
Southwest, right?
Southwest,
Yeah.
yes. And it's a lot of fun, a lot of beautiful and amazing landscapes. Oh, it's amazing.
So you watched the videos from
Your
Spain.
video from Spain, yes.
Well, we're
Yes,
glad
yes.
that you watch it, and we're glad you're in America.
All right.
We love that. That's
Thank
great.
You. Thank you to you.
Shaking hands with the world.
Continue doing those amazing videos. I love it.
So let's say
Yes.
see you down the road. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
See you
Down the road.
Hey, the steak the flavor was good. It was cooked well, but those cuts of steak were
I mean,
nothing to write
it's
home
hit and
about.
miss sometimes with steaks. I mean, I had some good ones there before. Tonight it had some flavor, but it was a little bit on the tougher side. But hey,
So I'm just a little disappointed because that usually is one of the best restaurants in town.
Yeah.
So
All right, well, we'll
I'm
see
just
him in
telling
the
you
morning.
how it is.
I'll take it how it is.
Yeah,
We'll see him in the
that's how it
morning.
is.
Breakfast time. Good morning.
Morning.
How we doing?
We're at Anna's here, doing great. I just need to say I'm over my manger. Do you understand this?
Your manger.
Meat anger.
Meat anger. Yeah, you were not very happy about that steak last night. I wasn't excited. It wasn't a phenomenal steak, but it didn't ruin my day, and I think
It ruined my day.
It ruined your day.
But I'm over it, and I'm gonna go eat back there next time we come
That's
through.
good. And we'll make it to Colorado today.
Poached eggs.
Poached eggs. Nice. No wonder you're hangry.
what a great way to start the day. Burger patty, eggs, and fruit, and always looking forward to hitting the road. So I'm excited.
What was up with those people out the window last night?
A lot of hooligans were running around screaming, yelling, howling like coyotes. I opened the window and looked outside. Right when I did it, cops pulled up behind them. It got quiet after that, so
Laura.
We've got just a good old over easy eggs, toast, hash browns, and some avocado.
All right, Teresa.
Over easy eggs and a side of bacon and some good coffee.
This next section is for George Corey, Lance's dad, who always says you need to show the food for longer so I can look at it. There you go, George. Take it all in. Well, we are packed up, getting ready to hit the road. How many miles do we have today, Galen?
We got 365 miles. We're gonna go to the Sky Ute Casino. It's just outside of Durango. We've never been there, but hey, we'll check it out.
LC, what's the prognosis? What's the business, if you will?
well, the business is we have excellent weather. I think this is really good. We're getting out early. We'll put our vest on, hit the road, and just have a good time.
But hey,
Yeah.
so I just want to remind you, we did this without Josh 4 years ago.
4 years.
4 years ago, 2020. And we're going to go through the four corners where it was closed last time. We couldn't take the girls up to the monument.
Right.
So come ride with us and check it out. You're going to love it.
We might check that out.
Thanks for staying with us and see you down the road.
So it's 11:54. We're just west of Kayenta and about 110 miles out of Four Corners. G-Man, what's the business?
Well, the ladies had to use the restroom, so we're about 20 miles west of Kayenta. Like you said, 100 miles to Four Corners, and then once we see that, we'll grab some lunch. Once we see that, we'll head into Durango. Should be cool.
Can I see your credit card?
You can't see my credit card, but you know what? We're out in the middle of nowhere, and I was talking to Galen on the comms, and I said, do you know where nowhere is? He said, nowhere is somewhere. So we're out in the middle of nowhere, and that is somewhere.
Okay. So I have a hard time figuring out if we just have been known to make excuses over the years to end up at Taco Bell, or if we're actually on a tight schedule, but we're here at the homeland of Taco Bell.
Well, today it is a tight schedule, but I have to tell you, this is probably the 8th time we've eaten at this in particular Taco Bell.
Hey Laura.
Hey,
Taco Bell stop.
Taco Bell, we love TB.
What are your thoughts on this fine establishment?
The establishment, hey, you know, it's quick, and we have to do something quick. I'm not really stoked, but I'll do it. You know, maybe just one taco and one little bean burrito, and I can handle it.
When you got to do what you got to do, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely the way it is. What a great day, though. This is really
nice.
awesome. Clouds, beautiful. You know, it's like painted everywhere. Love it.
Top notch.
Yep.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're filming Taco Bell. This is a fine establishment. And I always forget, we pull up here. We've had the same conversation a couple times. We pull up here, say, hey, we're here because we're running late, and then I never actually show we're here, so it's that, and then riding. So I'm trying to tell stories. On a rating of 1 to 10. Don't say it. All right, back
I
on the
would say
road.
this was better than my steak last night.
All right,
This is not a steak, and I love steak, but I'll take it for lunch.
all right, back on the road.
Just walked down here with Four Corners Monument. We ran into a couple guys that said they're the whole reason.
What's happening?
How's it
How you
going,
doing?
man? I'm Mike.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
And what did you say?
You guys are the whole reason we're here. I watched your video last year as a group we did, and you know how rides get us. So you get closer, you bail.
Yep.
My bike broke, so I borrowed my dad's CVO. We had to make it happen. And it's been a brutal 2 days because we definitely don't ride as much as you guys, but we're making it along slowly but surely.
Tell them your names and where you're
So
from.
I'm Mike. We're from 29 Palms, California.
Marcus out of 29 Palms. Yeah.
Right on. Thanks, boys.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Keep us going.
You're really putting in some effort here, dude. I love it.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Guys, you're at Four Corners, but you just chose one state, and you're not going to do all 4 states at once?
We did.
Did you?
You guys went to
And now
Joshua.
we're going to go to the other
So
two
we're from
states. Yeah.
29 Palms.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
All right.
Mexico and Arizona.
Love it.
I felt
yeah,
bad
next
too.
time
I
I'm
watched
going
you
to
guys.
Arizona.
Let's get a
I
group
watched you talk
shot.
about going into that little cafe
What?
in Durango.
We're going to get a group shot.
Okay.
All
All
fun.
right, okay.
Don't step on my vibe, man.
Let's see. What can I steal of his?
Elsie, have you ever heard of the word discombobulated?
Yeah, that happens a lot on trips when you get discombobulated and you don't know where things are, like your gloves or what, but you find them
So
eventually.
like right now.
Yeah, like right now.
Okay. Where are we headed?
La Plata Fairgrounds.
Working on your Spanish, huh?
Yeah. I'm married to a Hispanic.
That does not speak Spanish.
We try. We did babble for a little bit. We'll keep going. But we're headed to the industry. We didn't make the ride. We got in a little bit late, and so we're headed to the industry party. Supposedly there's food, live band. Who knows? We'll have some fun.
See you up here. So, We shook a couple hands, but we decided that our regular stop of Steamworks Brewing was maybe better than a food truck.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate that.
Yep.
But we were super hungry from the ride in today, and we were tired, so we're going to go treat ourselves to something that we like. This place has been, we've hit it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
really good
it's
stuff.
one of the few places that is open late at night. I'm sure there's more open now during rally, but yeah, Steamworks.
But look,
It smells great.
smells great.
Smells
We've
really
got a lot going on the next couple of days too, so we're going to be rally friendly. It's going to be great. Come see us.
Rally-friendly.
Well, by the time they're seeing this, they will have saw us.
Sure
Seen
did.
us.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Happy rally. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope this steak is better than last night's, because last night's was not good. Hopefully you watched that episode. Got a nice, thin, they call it a cold smoked ribeye. We'll see how it is. Laura, what are you working with?
Well, I've got a little chili quiche, it was called, and salad and some soup, so I'm looking forward to this.
All right. LC?
I flip-flop back and forth across the menu, but I flip back to the ribeye steak. How
Can we get a
original.
real time? Let's see it. Is it good?
Is it really?
Flavor's great.
He said
Okay.
the flavor was good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
That's a pretty small ribeye. But look, we got a big old smoked wings, little tomato bisque.
All right. Big wing guy. Teresa?
I got what Laura got, the chili quiche and salad, but I got clam chowder
Wow.
and a shady lady.
Would you look at that go, dude? Yep, barely found gas.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my dog's eyewear. I mean, it's he's into it. Give us your vibe.
I like the helmet, like partially open too. It's a good look.
Yeah, you know, you got a partially open helmet, you got the yellow lenses at night. Got some good contrast, man. I'm digging it.
Look, we're headed back to the hotel. We had a great night tonight. Good food, good friends, good family. Tomorrow we've got a lot of filming to do. We'll be at the rodeo tomorrow as well. Pretty exciting. We've never been to that. And maybe we'll get you on a horse.
All right. What should they do?
What was that?
What should they do?
They need to subscribe, comment, and ring the bell.
Where should they go, Laura?
Go to toolatelife.com, and we'd love to hear your comments.
Hey, see you guys down the road.